How's everybody doing today? Have you been watching baseball and or football? Yeah, I'm sure you have been. I watched quite a bit of football, then switched over to Dodgers, Braves, and then watched Walker Buehler implode, switched back to football for a little while, and then I had to turn it all off because I had to do some work. So we've got 3 cases we're going to open tonight. It's going to be Leaf Best of Baseball, which is an awesome product. Then we'll open Bowman High Tech. You know how I love my Bowman. And then we'll finish it up tonight with an 8-box inner case of Illusions Football. Our next break of that's going to be back to our master case, but we had a little orphan 8-box inner case, so we're going to bust into it tonight. Before we get started, there is a little information to go over. It's not really before we get started, is it? It's before we get started opening our boxes, right? Because obviously we've already started. So feedback, guys, just a note to let you know I have it completely automated. So what that means to you is whenever you leave positive feedback for me, you are going to instantly get it in return. Win-win. And of course, the other note there is just to say thank you, because I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and keeps me company, keeps me informed of scores and all that kind of stuff. We're taking a look right now at breaks that are already up and running on eBay. These things are already listed, available for bidding, right now if you wanted to. So tomorrow night we're going to open a half case of Gold Rush autographed basketball jerseys. What else have I got up there? Some Archive Signature Series Retired Players Baseball. We're going to open a full case of that. More Flawless Collegiate Football, another full case of National Treasures Baseball, and a 3rd case of Impeccable Basketball. On Tuesday, we're going to open an autographed baseball bat, a Hit Parade autographed baseball bat, and a full case of Contenders Draft Picks Baseball. There are no new releases coming out on Wednesday. Everything this upcoming week is being released on Friday, so we're just business as usual on Wednesday night. We'll open a 2nd case of Leaf Best of Baseball, another Flawless Collegiate Football, and a 16-box master case of Illusions Football. So, of course, we opened a master case when it came out this past Wednesday. We'll do another one of those the upcoming Wednesday. On Thursday night, it'll be a triple play baseball box, which has got 3 autographed memorabilia items in it, a half case of mini helmets, which is the back half of a case that we recently started. Half case of autographed football jerseys, also the back half of a case that we recently started. And we'll break another full case of Bowman Chrome. On Friday, a half case of autographed baseball jerseys. That'll be the start of a new case. A full case of Impeccable Football, which comes out on Friday. Yay! Some more Archive Signature Series Retired Players, and a full case of Gold Label Baseball, which also, you got it, comes out on Friday. So that's what the days ahead look like. Let's get over here and take a look at tonight's lineup. So we are starting out with Leaf Best of Baseball, which of course, as you can see, there is a free shipping break. Then we're going to do Bowman High Tech and follow that up with Illusions. Normally I have the free shipping breaks on a slightly different schedule to go out than I do the paid breaks. But we're all out of whack this week because there is no mail service tomorrow. There's no pickup, no delivery because it's Columbus Day. So I'm just projecting them both to get out the door on Thursday. Hopefully that won't be an issue. You guys are probably have noticed I printed some labels today for breaks. I'll be printing a whole bunch more tomorrow, but none of that's actually going to be picked up until Tuesday. And of course, the other thing you need to know, consolation cards. If you're in one of these breaks tonight and your team is not pulled, you are entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year and any series. I just kind of reach into the grab bag and grab you one for your team. So if you're in the free shipping break, which is Leaf Best of Baseball, normally I would hold on to your consolation card until the next time you have a package shipping. Then I would gather up any that you're due and send them out to you with that next package. I do track that for a rolling 90-day period. If you're in that free shipping break and you don't want to wait for your next package, send me a message on eBay. Let me know. I'll get you squared away. Paid shipping breaks, of course. If you get skunked in one of those, your consolation card or cards will go out with the rest of the break since it's a paid break. So that brings us right into our first up tonight, which is a 10-box full case of 2018 Leaf Best of Baseball. This is break number 1. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Sunday night, the 7th of October. And I will tell you right now, you all have gotten some bargains on Leaf Best of Baseball. I was absolutely shocked at how low this went. Maybe you're not, maybe you guys don't know some of the stuff that can come out of there. Hopefully we're going to have a good case tonight that will kind of show you the ropes because, man, it's a nice product and you can pull some really amazing things out of it. Someone said they've already seen a 1959 Mickey Mantle come out of it. So, yeah, nothing to sneeze at there. You probably noticed that I just changed the focus a little bit. And it did, I took autofocus off, so it did make your background go a little bit out of focus, but we should still be able to see everything with no problem. So in chat tonight, it looks like we have Corey's here, Posty's here. Posty's like me, been switching back and forth, it sounds like, between our various football games and baseball games and everything like that. Tyler, I think you have probably seen the answer to the question now. Illusions is not first tonight. It's actually last tonight because that is the break that will take us the longest. We generally do the things that are the fastest early, and then it gets into products that take progressively longer as we go. I would say that you're probably going to be about 45 minutes away from Illusions break, I would guess. Now that's, you know, give or take 10 minutes, but something like that. Oh, and Corey already answered that. Thank you, Corey. Corey's on it, man. I love it. Corey got my back on that. I like it, like it, like it. And let's see who else is in here. I'm behind on my chat. Let's look at this real quick then. Martin's here. Oh, the Dodgers have tied it up 5-5. Huh, how about that? Oh, Corey says somebody got him in the Yankees tonight and the Braves by just a couple of bucks. Jerry, you're looking for some Tampa Bay Rays and Atlanta Falcons love. And Bobby B's here. Hey, 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 indeed. And Minnesota Scenes, you're asking, are you in on this one? I'm taking it you did not see the spreadsheet up there a minute ago, but now that I've opened up the case, I can't really move off of this, so I'll take a look for you. I don't see your name on there as B-Car Tech 84. Are you expecting to have the Minnesota Twins in here? Do you believe that I've made some kind of an error on the spreadsheet? If you do, now would be the time to tell me so I can go look that up for you. And let's see, is there anything else in here? Looking for some mojo. Corey is for Reds, Mets, Rangers, Cardinals, A's, Rockies, Mariners, and Giants. That's a big list. Hi, Scott. Hi, Edward. And Mike is here for the White Sox. And okay, so I'm guessing then Minnesota Scenes, you didn't come back in and say anything, so I'm going to assume we're good to go forward. I did not show you as having the bid for the Minnesota Twins in here, anyway, if that's who you were asking about. But if you were asking about something else, let me know. We can certainly go back and check it after the fact. It is always within the realm of possibility that I made a cut and paste error, guys. I don't ship from that spreadsheet. I imagine everyone knows that, but in case you don't know it, I do not ever ship from the spreadsheet that you see here in the break. That is purely for our informational purposes, and I do just cut and paste from the end of transaction emails that eBay sends me. And sometimes I will do a group and I'll forget to clear the clipboard and might accidentally paste the wrong name in there that, you know, where I didn't clear it out. But hopefully we didn't mess it up tonight. Desiree said, oh, you were in on the Yankees too, huh? Trying to pick up the Yankees tonight. They do have some nice hits in here, but honestly, this product can have just about anything in it. I'm sure you saw on the sell sheet, it highlighted some of the big booming hits, but Leaf Best of Baseball, much like Leaf Best of Football and Leaf Best of Basketball, there's always some cards in it that you just go, wow, you know? Now, you never know, of course, from case to case what you're going to get. because they are buybacks and they don't release a checklist for that. So we never kind of know what we're going to find, but it's always fun to do a Leaf Best of. There is also, in addition to our buyback card, I believe there is in each one of our boxes a Leaf Original card as well. So that's a little kind of bonus thing in there that it's just a Leaf produced card. All right, so all of our seals are cut and our plastic is off. Now we can start taking a look at this. Oh, Corey, you're looking for the Ken Griffey Jr. tonight then. The Major Rad, it would depend on if it's Ken Griffey Jr., it's going to be whatever, team is on the card. So Ken Griffey Jr. could be in here as a red. He could be in here as a Mariner. It would just depend on what team it, showed us on the card there. So here is our Leaf card, Jonathan India. Of course, those are going to go to current teams, all the Leaf cards. And these are going to go to teams that you see on the card. So first up is the Padres. That is Dave Winfield from 1974. It is graded near mint 8 on that one. PSA graded. So our first out is a Padre. And I think if you look the Major Rad on the sell sheet there, it does show you some of the Ken Griffey Jr.'s, but I suspect there's more than one option in here for Ken Griffey Jr. There's a little Shohei Ohtani Leaf Best of base card. Coming in behind that, we have Dennis Eckersley for the Indians, 1976. PSA graded near mint 8 on that one as well. Our Leaf produced card here is Urias. And we have here a little graded Gary Sanchez out of 2010 Bowman Chrome. And it is autograph graded 10. Card came out graded 8.5 on the Gary Sanchez for the Yankees. Next out, it is a Charlie Sheen card. And, of course, that's, well, he went to both of them in Major League and 8 men out. But I think that's an Indians card for the Charlie Sheen. The Brewers, 1975 Mini Robin Yount, near mint grade to 7. A-Rod, and A-Rod on here, does it tell us, well, then that'll go link the service, which I believe should put us at a Yankee. I don't believe he was with Mariner long enough to take it into account, but on the Leaf Best of Baseball produced card, since it doesn't list a team and he is retired, it will go to the team he played with the longest. Well, well, well. How about a little Sandy Koufax to 25 that the Dodgers picked up for pocket change tonight? Wow, look at that. That is really quite nice, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's out a gold label, it would appear. And did it say gold label on the back? I don't know that it does say gold label on the back. What? Oh, Cooperstown Collection, actually, is what it is. Sorry. But either way, it is Sandy Koufax to 25 for the Dodgers. And, yeah, they picked that up for a song right there. This is why we love Leaf Best of Baseball. Frank Thomas is out for the White Sox. Hey, hey, it's a 1960 rookie star Yaz, a little Carl Yastrzemski for the Boston Red Sox. That is excellent to mint grade of 6 from PSA on the 1960 Red Sox Yastrzemski. Alexander Cartwright, good grief, I have no idea where that would go. He helped to found it. Okay, good grief, guys. I don't know where that goes. I don't know that that guy ever played anywhere. Obviously, he helped to found it, but did he play on a team? I don't know. We'll look that up later. I should have just said all of the Leaf original cards go to like one place by way of random. I really wish long about now that that's what we had done, but I didn't. Greg Maddux, numbered to 25. That's for the Atlanta Braves. That is out of Diamond Kings, Panini Diamond Kings on that encased hit. Esteban Florial, Yankees. Ooh, Mike Piazza to 25 for the Mets. And the Mike Piazza is out of 2015 Topps Supreme Baseball. Still kind of hard. So far, you know, Sandy Koufax is winning the night. Michael, you said he played on a team back in 1840. Did he really play on a team back in 1840 for real, or are you just making that up? How about a grand slam tonight from Ronald Acuna early on off of a pitch from Walker Buehler? Crazy. But Ronald Acuna there for the Braves on the Leaf base. Diamond Kings Chris Bryant. Studio Portraits, autograph and relic. Numbered to 49 for the Cubbies. And then we have a little Ken Griffey Jr. here. And Ken Griffey Jr. is definitely a Mariner on that. You can tell. That's certainly not the uniform of the Reds. And he would have been linked the service to the Mariners anyway. But that's definitely a Reds uniform on there. And a Babe Ruth relic to kind of wrap things up. This is out of what? Donruss something or another? Cooperstown collection again on the Babe Ruth relic. Is that thing numbered? You would think it would be, but I don't see a number on it. Do you guys see a number on it? And I'm just overlooking it. Sometimes I look right past them. Well, anyway, let's recap it. Okay, we have got a Babe Ruth relic, which I thought was numbered, but yet I don't see a number on it. It's for the Yankees, and it's out of the Cooperstown collection. And if you got the Yankees, you know what? A Babe Ruth relic, that's pretty solid. Chris Bryant and the Cubbies, numbered to 49. Mike Piazza and the Mets, numbered to 25. Greg Maddux and the Braves to 25. The big booming hit of the night is Sandy Koufax to 25 for the Dodgers. That is just so nice. Out of Cooperstown collection, one of our framed cards there. Then we have a 1960 rookie star, Carl Yastrzemski. Look how young he is for the Red Sox. Graded to 6. PSA graded. Robin Yount. 1975 Topps Mini. Graded to 7 for the Brewers. Then we have the Bowman Chrome, 2010 Bowman Chrome Prospects, Gary Sanchez, autograph grade of 10, card grade of 8.5. That one Beckett graded for the Yankees, of course. Then Dennis Eckersley for the Indians, 1976 Topps graded to 8. Which for these older cards, you know, you don't find them. If you find them graded to like 10 and whatnot, they're worth a lot of money. So most of the time, you know, we're going to be pulling them at 7s, 8s, maybe 9s on some of these older ones. Dave Winfield and the San Diego Padres graded to 8. So those are our hits. We've got, of course, the Leaf individual base cards here. Ken Griffey Jr., that's going to be Mariners by length of service. Ronald Acuna, of course, is the Braves. Florial is the Yankees. You know, it's either current teams if they're active players or length of service, club they played for the longest if they're retired. Frank Thomas is going to be a White Sox. A-Rod, I believe, is going to be a Yankee by length of service. We'll double check him. Charlie Sheen, Major League. We're going Indians on that. Urias, I always want to say the wrong team for him, so I'll double check him. Shohei Ohtani, of course, is the Angels. Jonathan India, he was just drafted Reds, right? I think he's red. And then this guy, Alexander Cartwright, like a founder of baseball that, like, who the heck knows where that's going to go. So we'll look that one up too. At the moment, while I'm looking this up, guys, I cannot see chat. So whatever you're saying to me in chat, you're going to have to hang tight. I will see it momentarily. And I actually didn't see it during the recap either, by the way. So, okay, so this is Dodgers for Urias. So that one is answered by going to check out the Dodgers. Now, A-Rod, again, since there's no team listed on there, I believe that's going to be length of service. So let me get somewhere where let me get to MLB.com where I can pull up his stats and see what we can find about that. I mean, I'm just virtually certain it's the Yankees on length of service, but still better to look it up and know for sure. I mean, granted, these are just the Leaf-produced, base cards. They're unnumbered and all that, but we still want to try and get things right. So this is the one I'm currently waiting on the iPad to fill me in on to give me the 411. And, of course, we're a zillion years with the Yankees and 3 with the Rangers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the Mariners. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with the Yankees. So that's what I thought. Link the service to the Yankees. Then that brings us to this dude, Alexander Cartwright. I don't know anything about him. I've got to look him up. So... And I tell you what, when we do this again, case number 2 is already listed, so can't do anything about that one either. But if I do this again after that, we're going to send probably all those to just one place and make everybody's life easier. All right, so this is the dude right here. And let's see here. Is there anything we can tell about him? Not really. I mean, whatever team he played for was something called the Knickerbocker Baseball Club, something or another. So I think we just send this out by way of random. Okay, we'll use random.org. Everybody will get a shot at that one because that's who knows like where that needs to go. So that's what we're going to do to move things kind of along here. But at least now, we did look it up and all. So here is, of course, our list of teams. You can see I'm just copying them right from the spreadsheet. And we're going to head over here to random. I'm going to plug them in there. And we're going to hit random just a single time. Whatever team comes out on the top here will be taking that card home. So that's the Diamondbacks. They were in first when we started. They're in first when we're done. And there, of course, you see our date and time stamp and all that jazz. And the Arizona Diamondbacks taking this Alexander Cartwright card. And I'm going to put that in a little team bag here so I can write that on there. And I won't have to go look it up again later. So that is Leaf Best Baseball for this case. I do have more cases of it. There's one already listed on eBay. I'm going to leave that one there and hope that it does a little better than this one did. And if it doesn't, then we won't be breaking any more of them on eBay. And I will be doing something else with those. Because these are not inexpensive cases. And yeah, I lost a bunch of money on this one tonight. That's never fun. Well, it's fun for you guys because you get good hits at a good price, but it's not as much fun for me. For sure. For sure, not as much fun for me to lose, a bunch of money. But it happens. We're just going to we'll take this one for the team and be glad that you guys had some good hits come out of it. All right, so you are looking right now at information that hopefully you have already reviewed or heard me talking about, and it is... our anticipated shipping date for everything this time is roughly Thursday. Please remember, no mail tomorrow. And of course, consolation cards. If you do one from Bowman High Tech or Illusions, it would ship out with the rest of the break, although I don't think anybody will get skunked in either one. It is always possible. If you got skunked in Leaf Best of Baseball, because that was a free shipping break, typically I would hang on to that consolation card until your next package goes out, unless you want it sent sooner, then you just let me know. So we're headed into a 12-box case of Bowman High Tech. This is the last of the High Tech. You guys know I bought a few extra cases of it back a couple of weeks ago. And sadly, this is another one that wasn't very popular tonight. So I just, I went backwards all over the place today. But I love Bowman, so that's okay. We'll have some fun and get some nice things out of it. And of course, Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros, they have no hits at all in this product. So that is why those teams were not listed for sale in this particular break. All right, let's get our High Tech out. This is the end of the Bowman High Tech, but we still have plenty of Bowman Chrome hanging around. So we'll have lots of Bowman Chrome left to deal with. Oh, Corey, you're talking about your Kobe Bryant. Has that arrived yet? From that you pulled in one of those opulence breaks. That wasn't from my break, so I don't know about if you've gotten it yet or not. But if you have gotten it, is it as nice as you expected it to be? I'm sure it is. Those opulence were really high quality cards. They were quite nice. Oh, Atlanta's now up 6-5, huh? So the Braves are making a game of it tonight. They didn't make much of an effort. Well, they made an effort, but they didn't make much of a dent in it the first two games. But they definitely showed up to play tonight. And Walker Buehler, man, I don't know what happened. He just imploded. I mean, that was crazy. Crazy. But, you know, it happens to all of them at some point or another. So Corey, I think we're all good on the stream. It sounds like it might be something going on your end. So I know you have some challenges up there in Alaska sometimes with your internet connection, so it might be that you got a little something going on there, possibly. Because I think we're in good shape everywhere else. Scott, you said you've been hitless for a while, huh? I know I thought you were getting in our opulence break, where you would have definitely gotten a hit in there, but then because you had said you wanted in, but then I never heard back from you from the messages or the buy-in, so I assumed that you changed your mind on that one. But I thought we did hit something for you recently, Scott. I thought we hit something for you in a basketball break recently, but I guess not then. You got in trouble. Oh, goodness, man. I forget that you do get in trouble sometimes there. Scott, I forget that. Oh, goodness. All right, so Bowman High Tech. We're going to find 4 autograph cards per box. I see a 1 of 1 here already. And guess who it is? Hunter Green for my Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, I'll show it to you in a minute, but I can, see it sitting right there. I see that we have a redemption. We'll go ahead and flip that face down. So we'll find a few numbered things in here. There's loads of different patterns. I will tell you up front, I do not know the pattern names. I have never committed them to memory. I tried, and it's always an epic fail for me to try to remember all the pattern names. So I don't remember all of them, but of course I will tell you when something is numbered. We will, of course, take a good look at all of our hits as we go along through the way, too. All right. Okay, so, yeah, I'm not even showing you Hunter Green first. That is mean. Somebody said, oh, I'm so mean. Or actually, you typed in, she's so mean. I am, I know. It's bad. Corbin Burns for the Milwaukee Brewers. That's numbered to 99 with a green parallel. We have Jesus Sanchez, Jaron Kendall, Reese Hoskins, Brendan McKay, Jeter Downs. Our first autograph hit comes out for the Padres, and that is Michael Baez. I mean, at least I told you you've got a Hunter Green 1/1 coming. Like when I saw it come out, at least I shared it right away. There's Sisto Sanchez for the Philadelphia Phillies, which is a nice hit. Franklin Perez comes out for the Detroit Tigers. And Colton Welker to 150 for the Colorado Rockies. Now we'll grab our little Hunter Green 1/1 and take a look at that stack, because that is quite handsome. We've had very good luck pulling 1/1 of high-profile players out of Bowman High Tech, and that is certainly one of them. So, very nice hit for my Cincinnati Reds with the 1/1 base Hunter Green. Torres, Jimenez, Rooker, Shane Baz. Numbered to 99, there is Mr. Ronald Acuna for the Braves. Kyle Wright for the Braves is our autograph out. Then it is Jimenez again. I think we already saw him, didn't we? Now we see him again for the Mets. Or maybe the other one was just numbered. I don't remember. Jake Berger, White Sox. Atlanta Braves hit a nice Christian Pache to 50. And I think it's probably going to be pretty good. So that's a stash. That's a buy and hold. That'll probably pay you dividends there for that. Ozzie Albies, Clint Frazier, Alex Verdugo, Michael Baez, Adbert Alzolay, Tristan Lutz. Here comes another Pache. So the Atlanta Braves are already off to a pretty good start tonight. Their buy-in was much lower than normal, like half of what the buy-in normally is on Bowman High Tech. So anything you get out of here is going to be at a pretty good price tonight. Mitchell White, Dodgers. Alzolay again for the Cubbies. And the Nationals, Victor Robles. I like it. Then we have another Jimenez. I just feel like we've said him 100 times tonight. That's the 99 with the green parallel. Guzman, Murphy, Haria, Nick Williams. Here's another Victor Robles. That's a handsome card, numbered to 99 as well. Corbin Burns, I'm pretty sure we've said him tonight going through once. You're going to have a bookend with him now. Brent Rooker's out for the Twins. Colton Welker makes another appearance for the Colorado Rockies. And yeah, you know that redemption's going to sit right there, and I'm going to flip it over at the end of the break. Cruel and unusual punishment. It is. I know. I'm just telling you. Tristan Lutz, Milwaukee Brewers. That is numbered to 25. Nice orange coming out. Alzolay, Wright, Sanchez, Kendall, little Shohei Ohtani base. Jeter Downs making an appearance for my Cincinnati Reds. You know I love my Reds. Daniel Johnson for the Washington Nationals. Ramos, San Francisco Giants. And then we have Nick Pratto for the Kansas City Royals. Uh-oh, Jerry, are you calling me an a-hole, man? Is that what that comment is? I don't know. I just looked over there and I see it said vocabulary is tough, but being an a-hole is easy. I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, man. Is that because I didn't flip over the redemption? Yeah, you ain't gotta be like that, man. Just have a little fun. Yeah, Corey, Flawless Basketball is coming up before too long, and then right on the heels of Flawless Basketball, which will be the 2017-18 rookie class, right on the heels of that, we'll have Flawless Collegiate Basketball for our new rookie class, our 2018-19 rookie class. And somewhere right along that same time frame, we have Flawless Baseball as well. So there's going to be a lot of Flawless coming up here starting in a couple of weeks. Obviously, we're still in the midst of working on Flawless Collegiate right now, football. There's another redemption. We're going to set it down as well. So we've got a bookend of redemptions to look up. Oh, Jerry's telling me to read back. I can't read that far back, man. I have to just look at what it scrolls down because my hands are always tied up. So unless I catch it when it goes by the first time, mostly I can't scroll back down. I don't know. All right, so we are Kyle Wright, Alex Verdugo, Jordan Hicks, Acuna, Murphy, and Ruiz were our base cards. Then we have Ryan Vilade for the Colorado Rockies. Pavin Smith for the D-backs. Hi, Brandon. How are you? We just hit a Diamondback right upon your arrival. How about that? Ruiz for the Dodgers. And a nice numbered Jake Burger to 75 for the White Sox. The Major Rad is telling us that Topps Triple Threads comes out the same day as Flawless Basketball. Yeah, I think there's some other stuff that comes out that day too. We've got a couple of really big release days that are coming. Of course, this past week was a really big release day as well, and they're going to be that way, honestly, mostly throughout the rest of the year. To 191 on the Jake Burger and the White Sox. Murphy, Devers, Mauricio Lewis, and Reese Hoskins were our base. Shed Long for my Cincinnati Reds. I like that. Alex Fado, Detroit Tigers. Austin Beck for the Oakland A's. Then we have a nice little Isabel. He doesn't come out all that often for the Dodgers. This is numbered to 150. It's on the purple parallel. And if this is anything like every other time that I say somebody doesn't come out very often, because they don't, the next thing you know, they'll come out 10 times in the same case. So I might have started an Isabel landslide. We'll find out shortly. Ozzie Albies to 191, purple parallel. For those Atlanta Braves, Sanchez, Rosario Lutz, Hunter Green, Brent Rooker, Evan White. You guys know I like Evan White. He played for UK. He's a good player. Mariners, and I like that hit. And I think Evan White's gonna be good. See? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? As soon as I said we didn't hit very many Isabel, he'd show up, and there he is again. It's like magic the way that works. Jeter Downs again, Cincinnati Reds. Pavin Smith comes out again to 150 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Ah, Corey, you're going to spend the winter in Arizona and Las Vegas. Very nice, my friend. It is a good idea to get out of Alaska in the winter because, like, what? It's really cold and dark there in the winter. So I applaud that decision, man. Get on a plane, leave, and don't go back till summertime. To 191, it is Shed Long and the Cincinnati Reds. Royce Lewis, D.L. Hall, Isabel, Devers, Sisto Sanchez, Daniel Johnson for the Nationals. But hey, Corey, does that mean you don't have to hunt anymore since you're not going to be there for the winter? Does that mean you don't have to go out and deal with all that mess, which would be good since your back's been bad? Ramos for the Giants. Nick Pratto comes out again for the Kansas City Royals. The Mets are going to have a nice one with Ahmed Rosario. That is numbered to 99, green parallel. Shed Long. I'm detecting a theme. Shed Long for my Reds again. That one's numbered to 75. Our base, Colton Welker, Pavin Smith, Haria, Pache, Ozzie Albies. That's, I don't remember the name of that pattern, but it doesn't come out nearly at the ratio that the rest of them do. Phillies thought they needed to start sweating things out, but we have a hit for you now. It's Adam Hazley. There's a second Evan White for the Seattle Mariners. Jaron Kendall. That's a nice one. Insert to 99 for the Dodgers. That's basically like the kind of the first Bowman insert, if you will. Although that may not be his first Bowman, but you know what I'm saying. Rhys Hoskins, purple to 191, Phillies. It's called Shattered. Okay, thank you, Posty, for that. I know it wasn't. I know when it's a pattern that we don't see often. Like I recognize that it's not one we don't see often, but then I never know the names of them. Like I said, I tried to learn them, guys, but I didn't. This one is not, I started to say pyrotechnic, but I don't think that's right either. That's not as rare as the one we just saw, but it's another one that we don't see all the time. Tristan Lutz for the Brewers. Jesus Sanchez again, Tampa Bay Rays. Well, if you're going to get duplicates, Martin, Jesus Sanchez is a good one to have. Circuit board. Thank you, Posty. Shane Baz, Pirates. I told you, I called it, didn't I? I absolutely called it the moment that I said we don't pull Isabel that much, that he would be in here 3 or 4 times, and there he is again, and he's numbered to 25 on this one. It happens every single time. Every time. I should say that like when we pull Ohtani, right? And then, well, yeah, we don't pull him that often, and then magically 10 would appear. This is Guzman to 191 for the Miami Marlins. Mateo, Shed Long, Colton Welker, Tristan Lutz, Alex Verdugo, again with a different pattern than we see all the time. I was getting ready to just lay that down. Can't do that. That's a hit. Guzman for the Miami Marlins. Behind that, oh, Padres. There's your Mackenzie Gore. And you got it at a good price tonight, too. So that was worth the wait. You had to get all the way down here to Last Box Mojo to hit it. But worth the wait on the little Mac Gore there, I think. Jaron Kendall for the Dodgers. And then Michael Baez for the Padres, green parallel, numbered to 99. But of course, we're not entirely done because we have 2 redemptions left. So if you're feeling bad right now and feeling like maybe you got skunked or something, we still have another shot at it. So, hang in there. Okay. You all ready? Let's take a look. Here we go. Jo Adell, that is a very nice hit for the Angels. I know you want Ohtani, but I've got to tell you, Adell is definitely your second choice that you would want to hit out of here, and it's a good hit. And it's on an insert, Tides of Youth autograph parallel. We'll, of course, go to the checklist and verify, but I think we can all agree that Jo Adell is an Angel. On the other side, there it is, Mr. Ronald Acuna. He comes out of high tech at a crazy high rate, which is why I was really surprised at how low the Braves went tonight. So, I mean, we've hit Acuna out of almost every case. We missed maybe 1 or 2 cases that he didn't come out of, and all the rest of them, he made an appearance, in some cases, showed up more than once. So, yeah, good one to have there. So here we are headed over here. Well, we're not headed. We're actually already here for the Topps website to get to our checklist for high tech. And we'll just verify our guys here. So Jo Adell and Ronald Acuna, of course, who we're looking for. There you can see Jo Adell is an Angel as expected. And Mr. Ronald Acuna right there, a Brave, just as we expected. So we can recap this now. And we'll start with our numbered, and that's just a different pattern than we normally pull. The reason that is setting there. Guzman is to 191. Anytime you see the purple, it's to 191. That one was set aside because of pattern. This is to 191. The Ozzie Albies, that's definitely a more rare pattern, and that's why it was set there. Shed Long to 75. Shed Long to 191. Ozzie to 191. And, oh, look at that. I stacked some of our autographs in there. Jake Berger to 191. Tristan Lutz to 25. A little Victor Robles to 99. Jimenez to 99. Ronald Acuna to 99. How about Hunter Green, 1 of 1? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Cincinnati Reds, who sold for something like $25 or something tonight. Some crazy low price. And then the Brewers to 99. So those are our numbered non-autograph hits out of here. Our autograph redemptions, of course, Acuna for the Braves, Jo Adell for the Angels. Both very nice hits. If you've got those teams, you're happy. And now we can run through our autographs. Austin Beck, Alex Fado, Shed Long, Michael Baez, Jaron Kendall, the nice Mackenzie Gore, Guzman, there is Isabel to 25. Shane Baz, Jesus Sanchez, Tristan Lutz at Jaron Kendall to 99. Evan White, Adam Hazley, Ahmed Rosario to 99. Prado, Ramos, Johnson, Pavin Smith to 150 for the D-backs. Jeter Downs, Isabel again, Evan White again. And there's another Isabel for the Dodgers to 150. I think the Dodgers maybe would. They like some crazy low amount tonight too. Jake Berger to 75. Ruiz, Pavin Smith again. Ryan Valade, Nick Prado, Ramos, Johnson, Jeter Downs, Colton Welker, Brent Rooker, Corbin Burns, Victor Robles, Alzolay, Mitchell White, Pache to 50. Jake Berger, Jimenez for the Mets, Kyle Wright, Colton Welker to 150, Franklin Perez, Sisto Sanchez, and Michael Baez. So there is the last of the Bowman High Tech. I have no more of it, and I won't be bringing any more of that in, sadly, because, yeah, the price just didn't hold up on it. So, sadly, we have to wave goodbye to Bowman High Tech, but not to worry. We've got plenty of Bowman Chrome and other stuff still yet to break. M. Kent Doss, I bought a single case of Contenders Draft Baseball, primarily because I absolutely hate to sort it. It is like one of my least favorite products to sort because everybody's in their collegiate uniform, retired players, current players, prospects, and it is a nightmare to sort because you have to start going back and thinking about length of service on the retired players and all of that, and I dread sorting it. So I bought a single case of it, and that was it. Next, in future years, I probably won't even ship anything but the hits, but I did still, you know, I'll ship all the cards in this one because I normally do, but man, I'm dreading it already, and we don't even break it for several more days. So if you haven't seen this by now, please take a moment and review the information you see there. It gives you information about your anticipated shipping date and about consolation cards if your team is not pulled in this break. We're headed into our final break of the evening, which is an 8-box inner case of 2018 Illusions Football. This is a break number 2. Our team names are on the left. Winning bidders are across from it there on the right-hand side. When we break this next, which will be on Wednesday night, we're going to break a master case. So we will break a 16-box master case on Wednesday night. So that'll be one, yeah, that's one where you've got to kind of bring a snack and a, you know, bring a snack and some activities, and it'll take us a while. But tonight won't be nearly as long because we're only doing 8 tonight. All right. We are gonna find in here, if I can get it out of here, we will find in here a couple of autographs, a couple of memorabilia cards, and one rookie jersey autograph per box, and our little RPA, or in this case, I guess you'd be RJA since they're calling it rookie jersey in here instead of rookie patch. But anyway, that one is encased often. The encased card this year is autographed every time. Last year, which was, I think, last year's first year for Illusions, if I remember right, the encased card wasn't always autographed, but this year it is. M. Kent Dawsett is a team break. It is already up and listed on eBay. Yeah, that's why I don't like sorting it, because it is a team break and you have to go through and sort prospects, current players, and retired players, you know, because they've got everybody and their brother in there in that base card set, and they're all in their collegiate uniforms. So it's really just a dreadful sort. In fact, I almost didn't list it by teams. I came within a hair of listing it by first letter or last name, and I'm like, okay, I'll just suck it up and do the sort, but I don't like it, so that's why I didn't buy much of it. I mean, I like the product, I don't like the sort. Oh, Martin, you need your 49ers to show up here. Did you not hit out of Bowman High Tech, Martin? I can't remember what you had in there. So I'm guessing that it wasn't anything that we hit, because you're saying that that was awful. So I'm going to assume you did not hit much in Bowman High Tech. So maybe we can get you on track in here. Jerry, I'm with you. I like Calvin Ridley. I've been saying that kind of all, is that a rewards point? Yeah. I've been saying that kind of all year long, that I was hoping that his game was going to translate well to the NFL, because I like Calvin Ridley. And so far, so good. He's looked quite good, I thought. So. Okay, here we go. We've got plenty of base in here, and again, 2 autograph, 2 memorabilia, 1 rookie jersey autograph. The topper there, that's the one that's encased and will be autographed every single time. We'll look at it after we look at the rest of our cards here. We're starting things off with Nyheim Hines, numbered to 499 for the Colts. There's a really thick card coming up here in a hot second. That is numbered to 99. We'll find a bunch of those acetate type cards. Some will be numbered, some won't. We pulled exactly this card, I think. This is Rashad Penny and Dante Pettis. It's numbered to 100. Obviously, we didn't pull the exact card. It would have been numbered differently, but the same configuration out of the 14-box master case that we did the other night. In that instance, someone owned both the teams. Same person owned both of the teams, so we didn't have to use random. So that is why I have that sitting over there in our housekeeping area, because we'll have to check that out. That's numbered to 99. So if the same person does own both teams, yay. If they do not, we'll have to use random.org to award that. Anytime you see the gold, it's going to be numbered to 499. So the green are numbered to straight up 99, the gold to 499. Baker Mayfield for the Cleveland Browns to 149. Browns won again today. Don't look now, but the Browns are catching up with us. And this I've got to set aside as well, because we've got 2 different teams on there. We're going to find a bunch of those as we go through this break tonight. So they will all go up there in that area. We'll deal with them at the end of the break. Any red that you see will be numbered to 199. So that's 499. This is to 249 on the blue. 499 on the gold. Corey, you out of here tonight, man? All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us and keeping us informed on all the fun stuff you do up there in Alaska. You do all kinds of stuff the rest of us won't ever be doing. Oh, wait. We got to look at this, don't we? Bobby B, you said you got Seattle and the Ravens, so we know we've got two different team owners. That's what you're telling me. I got you. All right. Kyle Lauletta, and that is number 215 for the Giants. Here's what I have to say about the Giants. I got two observations. Number one, oh my goodness, you are in trouble when Odell Beckham Jr. has thrown the longest touchdown pass of the year. That 57-yarder, right? That was crazy. And I did not see that game live. That was not one that was in my market anyway, or if it was, I was on the wrong channel, but I don't think it was in my market today. And I saw it on the replay, and that was crazy. That was insane. I'm trying to set this somewhere so it's not in my way. These stupid boxes are in my way. Set it right there. So that's my first observation about the Giants. My second observation about the Giants is why in the world is OBJ out running around basically telling people that Eli Manning sucks? Because, I mean, that's kind of what he did today, right? I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what he did. Well, it wasn't today. It might have been yesterday. But anyway, in the interview that came out over the weekend talking about why they don't throw any passes more than 20 yards and why their offense is so terrible, basically. It was kind of crazy. Well, Bobby B, I agree with you. Now, I said all along that I thought Kyle Lauletta would see the field this year based on the way Eli was playing last year. I assumed that we would see Kyle Lauletta on the field this year. We haven't seen him yet, but I don't know. You can't think we'd be too far away. That acetate is numbered to 299. That's to 99 on the Mike Williams. But I believe they said, if you guys heard this, you can flag me if I'm incorrect, but I think they said, this is to 149, that today marked the first day that all of, like in NFL history, I guess, where all of the starting rookie quarterbacks won their game all on the same day. So, you know, Baker and Josh Rosen and Sam Darnold and Josh Allen all won today. Mark Andrews, that is numbered to 50 for the Ravens. So I thought that was kind of cool. A nice, interesting little tidbit there. As they occasionally throw out to you somewhere along the way on halftime shows or sometimes during the broadcast, I guess. Well, Posty, a number one pick, would get them a quarterback next year, but you know what? It's not supposed to be a really good quarterback class next year, by all indications. That's numbered to 499, Doris Fountain and the Colts. I mean, not that you still wouldn't, with the number one overall, you're probably still going to get whoever's decent, you're going to get them or have a shot at them. But why not put Lauletta out there and see what he can do this year and find out what kind of shape you're in? That's what I would be doing. That is numbered to 100. It is Nick Chubb for the Browns. And you guys know it's unusual for us to get cool multicolored patches for the Browns. It's usually just a big swatch of brown. So a nice dual color patch there. Bobby B, you can't believe they let Davis Webb go, huh? I really thought Kyle Lauletta, honestly, might already be on the field, but obviously they're sticking with Eli, but because of, I guess they figure Saquon Barkley can do enough on the ground that they can just let Eli get by with his little shovel passes and whatnot, but I don't know. They need to get... I think they need to get Kyle in there. That's numbered to 99, Myles Garrett on the acetate. These are numbered to 75. Anytime you see one with the sort of purple color like that, will be to 75. Kirk Cousins out earning his money today. against, that's numbered to 249, Ito Smith and the Falcons. And what's going on with the Packers, by the way? What in the world? I'm like, they've turned into the new drama queens. Their stuff has now replaced my Steelers drama for this news cycle anyway. All the Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, do they get along? Can they get along? Will they get along stuff? I'm like, oh, come on now. Jamon Moore, Green Bay Packers, numbered to 25. Yeah, we all know the story about Jamon Moore by now. Terrible signature. And in every product, every time. Like, I don't think you ever open anything without finding him. Posty, you said the offensive line would get Kyle Lauletta killed. Well, you might not be wrong about that. They're not great. That is numbered to 75. It's DJ Moore and the Panthers on an acetate card. Yeah, the O-line, you know, not great, but I don't think they would get Lauletta killed. I mean, my goodness, if if Josh Allen can survive the beatdown that he has taken up in Buffalo, where they let him get sacked 7 times a game, then I think that probably Lauletta can hang with the Giants. That'd be my take on it anyway. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there with the Giants, but really everybody threw a fit last year when they benched Eli, and I mean everybody did. The media did, the fans did, Eli did, the whole world did. But it was probably the right thing to do, let's face it. Eli's production's been way down for a few years now, and it probably kind of was the right thing to do. And then they of course, I thought would draft a quarterback a little higher last year. But they didn't. And I like Lauletta, and I think Lauletta could be good, but they do need to get him some reps. And, well, if he gets, you know, smacked around, then I guess he gets smacked around. Jameis Winston to 249. Traquan Smith to 499. That's to 499. I mean, goodness knows, all these other rookie quarterbacks are spending half their day, you know, face down on the turf. So, might as well. Well, Bobby B, I'll agree with you on that. Kyle Lauletta probably can move around in a little more than Eli does. And, I mean, Eli is still, you say he's still standing. I mean, for the most part, I guess he is, yeah. But I know that Eli wants to keep playing, and he still has the ability to do some things, but he's certainly not Eli Manning of olden days. So at some point, he's got to kind of recognize that, and I would think kind of gracefully step aside, but we might be past the point of gracefully doing anything where that's concerned. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it all plays out as the season goes on. Ronald Jones with a nice patch. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, numbered to 100. Kareem Hunt, Kansas City Chiefs. Speaking of the Chiefs, that's to 100. I've got to get, I bought some Vertex from last year so we could do a little hunting for some Pat Mahomes rookie stuff. I only bought a box or two. I thought we'd try it out and we'll see how it does. And then if it does well, we'll start busting into it by the case. Ito Smith and the Falcons to 100. Well, Bobby B, I would agree with you that Dak Prescott has had a rough little go of it. And I don't know if they're considering a change there or not. You would kind of have to think at some point it's got to be a consideration. Lorenzo Carter and the Giants, numbered to 100. But I believe they're just thinking they can get him back on track. That's to 99. That's to 199. So I think they just don't, you know, they don't really want to walk away from him quite yet. And understandable. I mean, they know he can do more than he is currently, but the question is, how long do you put up with what you have and trying to get back to what you did have? To 49 for the Jags, it's DJ Chark. But that question can be asked of many players across many teams, not just quarterbacks. All the kickers this year have been horrible. Every team, everywhere, every week. Like, all the kickers are just horrible. And many of the quarterbacks are kind of beyond their means. It's going to catch up with a lot of teams, I think. And as much as I love my Steelers and as much as I love Big Ben, at some point, you know, we have to be thinking about maybe what's going to happen next there, too. So he has good days, and then he has bad days, and good games, and then bad games, and I don't know. Ben's showing his age as well. Posty, you're out for tonight. All right, Posty, we will see you the next time. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us some tonight. Bobby B called Dak Captain Checkdown. Yeah, I don't know. But you know what? I mean, that's better than nothing. That's to $2.99. That's to $1.99. I mean, the only way you can get closer to a first down is positive yardage. So if he has to do it in little short check down throws, then that's what you got to do. Keep moving the chains. And hope for somewhere a big play down the road. This is Tremaine Edmonds for the Buffalo Bills. He had a pretty good game today, I think, didn't he? This is numbered 225. Again, a game that wasn't on in my market, so I have to rely on the highlights and the recaps and things that I find online to show the replays, but I think so. Jamon Moore again for the Packers, because, you know, why not have 100? Why stop at 1? When you can wallpaper your room with them. That one was numbered to 499. K Fox, you said you're a Cowboys fan going way back and you can't stand Dak stinking up the place. Well, you know what? We all get that way with our teams at certain times. You know, we all get frustrated when our teams aren't playing the way we want them to play. So I understand that. But I don't know what what are their other options though? I mean, Mike White, and do they have a third quarterback on their roster besides Mike White? I mean, Mike White is still active, isn't he? Or did they move him to practice squad? He's still there, I think, isn't he? Jalen Samuels coming out for the Pittsburgh Steelers to 499. I mean, it's not like they've got a ton of options that I can really think of. I mean, I'm not saying that Mike White would be terrible, but I don't know that Mike White would get in there and be, like, great either. Of course, you never know till they go in, but that's numbered to 25. It's Terrell Suggs for the Ravens. Baltimore Ravens smacked down my Steelers last weekend to 249. Of course, we bounced back today against the Falcons. Poor Falcons. That is to 499. Speaking of Big Ben, here he is with Mason Rudolph. And two relics, both identical. That's numbered to 25. They give us a card numbered to 25, and both of our relics are single black patches. Like, come on, Panini. if you're going to number it to 25, you could at least put a second color on one of the two patches. That's just, oh, I hate when they do that. Well, 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 Kirk Cousins and Stefon Diggs, that's kind of nice if you've got the Vikings, and it is numbered 210. So, Minnesota, eh? Hitting big with Kirk Cousins and Stefon Diggs. Oh, Cooper Rush is the backup? Well, what happened then? Oh, hang on a minute. I'm trying, there's a little mosquito that's been flying around in here for like what seems like a week. It probably has been close to a week. And it just landed on the table and I tried to smash it, but I think I might have missed it. I don't know. I think I don't see anything on my hand that looks like bug parts. So I guess I probably missed it. Daggone it. Anyway, sorry about the interruption and the big loud smack there. But that thing, I gotta get it out of here. That little mosquito's got to go. Cannot stay in this house. So what did they do with Mike White then? They only carried Cooper Rush as the backup and they put Mike White on practice squad? Bobby B said you were almost in on the Vikings for that card alone. Oh, that card is beautiful. That Kirk Cousins, Stefon Diggs, that card is awesome. Skol. Awesome, awesome. Oh, you went for Seattle because you want to get the brothers. Shaquem and Shaquille Griffin. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to hit too. I'll grant you that. That would be that would also be one I would like a lot if I got the Griffins. So yeah, I can be about that. That is to 299 on acetate. Tom Brady to 25. When is that man ever going to retire? That is the New England Patriots. Ay, ay, ay. K-Fox, you are quite correct that Ezekiel Elliott is what keeps Dallas alive at the moment. Bradley Chubb coming out for the Broncos, numbered to 99. Yeah, Zeke is definitely the money for the Dallas Cowboys right now. Numbered to 149. Of course, I guess everyone saw Dez Bryant basically saying he wants to come back to Dallas, and Dallas basically saying, you know, go eat dirt. So, well, that's a nice way to treat Dez Bryant. This is numbered to 199, Vikings Mike Hughes. Of course, I'm surprised he would want to go back there anyway. It was kind of a bitter parting of the ways last year, so I was a little shocked when I saw that he was even making noise about wanting to go back, but they could have at least sort of acted like they wanted him back and then just not done it. So, yeah, Dez Bryant, we don't want him. Crazy. Hi, Jacob. Did you chat? You might have been chatting earlier and I didn't see you come in. If I did not say hi to you earlier, I'll say hi to you now. So Mike White is still there, third string, not practice squad. Okay, he just wasn't activated. Or probably not activated most game days, I imagine. Oh, Bobby B, you said that the Cowboys are looking at Mike White as the starter for 2019. Then why is he third string this year? I mean, that doesn't make much sense, kinda, does it? Martin, you said I sound envious of the past. Are you talking about me or something somebody typed? You talking about my Dez Bryant rant? That's to 199, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. No, for me, I just think that's just not the way you treat someone who was with your franchise for such a long time and played such a big role in it. I just think whether you wanted him back or not, doesn't matter that they really didn't want him back. I think the deal was you should have at least handled it a little better, maybe, instead of just right out front making it super obvious that you had no interest in your guy. That's all I was saying. Cortland Sutton, Broncos, numbered to 499. That was just me thinking of a kindler, gentler NFL. Haha. Well, it is kindler, gentler, because, or kinder and gentler, because you can't tackle anybody now. So there is that. Oh, you're talking about the Patriots. Oh, yeah. Oh, Patriots. Oh, don't even get me started on that. To 199, it's Mo Hurst for the Ravens. Yeah, I don't know, man. Just the Patriots. Well, you know the history. I'm a Steelers fan, so you can imagine why when I look at the Patriots, I just go, oh. Just, oh. Of course, you know what? If we're not good enough to get by them, then we don't deserve to move forward. And we have not been good enough to get by them for several seasons. So there you go. Well, I think the head coach ought to be on the hot seat for the Cowboys myself. But apparently, his job is viewed as totally safe. Like, how are you, Jason Garrett, and not having to worry about being on the hot seat, all things considered? I don't get that at all. Like, I guess it's just that, what's his head? Why can't I think of that old man's name? I can see his face, and Jerry Jones. I guess it's just that he really likes him, so he didn't care what he does or something. I don't know, but that's one that I would think, man, your job's on the line, but he doesn't seem to be worried about it. To 299, that was a living legend. This is to 75 with Jay Ajayi. To 249, it's Josh Rosen and the Arizona Cardinals. You say should have been fired 4 seasons ago. I wouldn't have said 4 seasons ago, but what did I say, guys? I thought I said Raiders. What did I say? Did I not say Raiders? Because I was talking about AFC North football. Did I say Ravens? I'm sorry. I thought I said Raiders, but apparently maybe I didn't. I don't know. Somebody typed in there Raiders, not Ravens. I thought I said Raiders, but if I didn't, if I said it wrong, I apologize, guys. Obviously, it's a Raider. James Washington, Pittsburgh Steelers to 399. Yeah, I don't know if I would have fired him 4 seasons ago. I don't think I would have fired him 4 seasons ago. Well, maybe I would have. I don't know. I mean, he has had a bit of a bad run if you really stop and kind of look back at it, other than the little magic that happened when you first got Dak and Zeke put together. Numbered to 199 for the Broncos, Bradley Chubb, another relic. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe 4 years ago. That was, speaking of, that is Dak Prescott. Adam Thielen, Vikings. He's been good. To 399. Undrafted guy, too. You said not to get you started about Opie Taylor because he's there because he's the perfect puppet. I don't know. I mean, they're really, honestly, were not, I didn't think there were all that many coaching changes, all things considered. I could see a few more teams where some changes could be in order. My Steelers might be part of it. Did you all just see that fall out of the pack? That is off of something. That's the edge of an acetate card floating around there loose in that pack. So I don't know if the edge of one of ours is going to be messed up to 99 or if it was just something that didn't get trimmed off and came out loose in there. /99 Austin Hooper. But I'll tell you what, that's /199. The craziest thing we ever had, what were we opening? Classics, maybe. Maybe Classics football. And there's another chunk of something crazy. And we opened, if it wasn't Classics, it was something similar to that. We opened the box, and inside the box were like a pack of cards, but not in a pack. The cards were all just loose there, opened up in the front of the box, including the hit, the autograph, and the other hit for the box. They were all just laying in there, not in a pack or anything. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. /199 Mitch Trubisky. So for sure, sometimes weird stuff like that gets in a box or a pack. It's times like that when you're glad, like when, you know, I opened it up and they're all just floating loose in the box, or I'm like, oh, thank goodness we do this live so everyone can see that is exactly for real how it came out. Deshaun Watson /199 for the Texans. He looked like he might be rounding back into form. What little bit of that game I saw tonight. I hope so, because I like that kid. Jair Alexander /199, Green Bay Packers. Former teammate of Lamar Jackson. He played up the road from me for the Louisville Cardinals. You saw a crumb in a graded card today that somebody got back from Beckett that way. You know, yeah, we opened something recently that was graded. I can't remember what it came out of, but it had something in the capsule as well. Something had been encapsulated there with it, like a piece of paper or something. And you're like, what? How did they not notice that when they're doing it? And of course they'll re-encapsulate it for you, but they charge you a fee to do that. And meanwhile, it's kind of like, hey, could you just have not done that to begin with, maybe? Yeah, Martin, if I were the guy who got it back with a crumb in it, though, I would be seriously ticked, because that would mean, you know, some dude sitting there eating his lunch while he's grading the cards and spilling his food on the cards or whatever. Like, what? And we wonder why Beckett is so backed up. Maybe they spend half their day opening their stuff back up and taking out particles of food. Who knows? Kerryon Johnson, Detroit Lions. Kerryon is numbered /399. Acetate, again, /499 with Big Ben there. Another one of our dual team cards up in housekeeping. And here's Rasheem Green. You don't pull him a whole lot. Seahawks for you, Bobby B. Numbered /100. Yeah, I really haven't seen a lot of Rasheem Green come out of anything, really. Oh, it was on a Bellinger rookie Bowman. Oh, man. Yeah, he's got to send that back. You got to have that re-encapsulated. No way do you leave that with whatever's on it. Traquan Smith, that's a nice big jersey patch there, numbered /100 for the Saints. Another acetate up in housekeeping. /249, that was Big Ben for the Steelers. That's Ronald Jones /499. And we're just cruising right along, aren't we? It's so much easier to do 8 than the 16. The 16 takes us a while, but it's fun. It's good to do. It's good to do the master case too. Living Legends. I think that night, though, maybe we're just opening the one box of memorabilia and then rolling right into it, if I remember right. I think that's how I set it up, so that we didn't have so many things in front of it. John Riggins, Clinton Portis, and Darius Geis, Washington Redskins. That's nice. Should be. It's numbered to 10. I like the middle patch, of course, the best for Clinton Portis. Very cool. Acetate Sony Michel, numbered to 25 for the Patriots. To $4.99 for the Bills on that one with LaShawn McCoy. To $249, Ronald Jones again. Our encased card out of box 7 is, oh man, Jamon Moore again. Red ink this time and numbered to 49. So if you've got the Packers, quite frankly, you're just cleaning up. You got a ton of Jamon Moore. You've got the Jair Alexander. I mean, Packers are just loaded up in here tonight. So last box mojo time. We've got to collectively work it. Oh, look at that. Martin typed it in at the same time. Martin's on my wavelength. That's right. We have to collectively work our mojo and see if we can pull some fire out of here. Then, of course, after we open this last box, we will deal with our housekeeping stuff up there. We've got one relic with 2 different teams on it that will require us to go to random.org to award. We've got a little stack of acetate cards that have 2 different teams on each one of those cards. So we'll take a look at those and see what needs to happen with them. And then we have a 150 Panini Rewards Point card that replaced one of our hits. We'll award that using random.org. So we got quite a bit of little housekeeping to do. And then, of course, after all of that happens, then we'll do the recap. And go back through and take another look at everything that we hit tonight. All right, Jerry, we're going to try to find your Calvin Ridley, because I know you typed in there a few minutes ago. You thought it was time for Calvin Ridley to be showing up. You felt like he was coming into play then. We didn't see him come out of that box, so we got to try to find him here. K-Fox, Cowboys in this break. Gosh, I don't really know if I know we've had some inserts and things. I am terrible, guys, about remembering out of breaks that have lots of hits like this one. I'm terrible at remembering exactly everything that came out. But we are, of course, going to recap it here really shortly, and we'll double check it. There's nothing that comes to mind right offhand, K-Fox, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Because I don't always recall them. Duke Dawson, that is numbered to 199 for the Patriots. To $4.99 on the Joe Mixon. Another acetate headed up here to that pile. Ho! Here comes Saquon Barkley for the Giants. The New York Giants have been feeling sad. Is it going to be an autograph? Is it going to be a relic? It's going to be both. Yes, it is. Numbered to 225. So the Giants had to wait it out to last box mojo time, but we did conjure up a nice Saquon Barkley for you here towards the end. Ronald Jones to $499, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. An acetate for, is that Devin Hester? Is that who that said? Yeah, Devin Hester. Packers hit again, Marquez Valdez Scantling. Relic to $4.99. Well, the Packers didn't have what I would call a really fun game today, so I guess they needed to maybe have a little love in the break tonight. If you're the Packers fan, maybe you needed a little encouragement. So we're gonna take it like that. That our breaking mojo, just trying to give the Packers a uplift after their game today. All right, we have an encased card left to open, so one more shot at it to see if we can get your Calvin Ridley there, or a Cowboy for K Fox. In fact, what we have is a Tennessee Titan with Corey Davis. Corey is numbered to 15 for the Titans. So that's our last hit out, but as I said, we do have a bit of housekeeping to do. Actually, before we get that out, I'm going to do this. I know this seems like, why am I doing this? But if we have duplicates of some things, which we usually do, then I just can give one to each team on anything that we have a duplicate of, provided that they're exactly the same. And, you know, they're not numbered or anything like that. So Ravens, Eagles are duplication, and there is no numbering or anything on it. So I will send one to the Ravens, one to the Eagles. We have some duplication here on the Calvin Ridley and AJ Green. And in this case, one of them is numbered and one of them is not. So that has to stay in our housekeeping area. The Giants and the Steelers with Saquon Barkley and Le'Veon Bell. Those are not numbered. So that's going to go one to the Giants, one to the Steelers. I think everything else in here was a single, right? Yeah. So everything else was a single. And even though these are duals, they're still heading to random. Simply because one is numbered and one is not. So since these are in my hand, let's do these first. I'm going to enter left side and right side into random.org. I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times are not going to count. It's only the third and final random that will make the determination for us. And then basically all those are just going to be awarded that way. So they'll either go to the team on the left-hand side of the card or the team on the right-hand side of the card. And we're going to let random tell us which. I always enter things left to right or top to bottom. So obviously this is a card oriented left to right. That's why we're typing it in that way. Once again, ignore the first 2. So this one doesn't count. This one doesn't count. Our third and final coming up does. There's 3 times date and time stamp going to the right-hand side of the card. So I'm going to put one of these, that's the wrong sleeve. I'm going to put one of these in a sleeve so that it tells me which side. And then that way when I'm sorting this on a little bit, it'll make life easier. So we're going Bengals, Falcons, Chargers, Ravens, Seahawks, Chargers. That's how those have been awarded. The others that I mentioned before that we had duplication will be sent one to each team on the card. Okay, we have now this, which is, of course, the 49ers and the Seahawks. So I believe Bobby B told us he has the Seahawks and not the 49ers. So I expect when we go to the spreadsheet, we're going to find 2 different team owners. But because it's the way that we do it, we're still going to head over here to the spreadsheet and we'll just double check that to make sure, even though I'm quite confident that Bobby B knows what he's talking about because he knows what teams he has. So there we are, Bobby's Bargains and then Hobby Collector 84 are our 2 teams involved in this random. So one more time, it's going to work the same way. I'm typing it in as Seahawks first because they're on the left-hand side of that card. Then we're going to type in the 49ers, hit random 3 times. First 2 don't count. Third one tells the story. Whoops, sorry. Would help to put that, well, and then I put a 3 up there. Whatever. Okay, so ignore the first one. Ignore this second one. Here is our third and final. There you'll see 3 times. Date and time stamp headed to the Seahawks. So that is this card with Rashad Penny and Dante Pettis. I'm sure you know I would not write on a card, but that way, now you know for sure because I just moved the sleeve to show you. Last but not least, 150 Panini Rewards point card replaced one of our hits. So what we'll do here, I'll bring you with me. We'll go to the spreadsheet. I'm going to copy all of the team names. We'll jump back over to random.org and paste them in there. Because we have multiple, multiple items in this one, obviously, with our 32 teams. I do not do random multiple times when we have lists of over roughly 10 items. We, at that point, just do random one time, which is what we're going to do here. So scrolling through, you can see, of course, all of our teams were copied there from the spreadsheet, have been pasted into random. Good luck, everyone. Whoever comes out in the number 1 position is going to take this one home. It comes out the Oakland Raiders. So the Raiders getting our 150 rewards point card. Now we need to recap and see what we've got going. I know you did, Martin. Random was not your friend tonight. Martin's like, daggone it. He has just not had the kind of mojo rolling with him tonight that he normally does. I hear you on that one, Martin. Some days I have days like that too. So to recap, our 150 rewards point card going to the Raiders by way of random. Our dual relic going to the Seahawks by way of random. Actually, we'll just do our encased cards first. That's numbered to 15 for the Titans. Jamon Moore is numbered to 49, has the red ink for the Packers. Jair Alexander went to 199. Looks like he went to the same penmanship school that Jamon Moore went to, but in fact he does give us a second letter, barely. Big Mo Hurst, that is for the Oakland Raiders, numbered to 199. Probably my favorite card in the break. I really like this one. It is Mirror Dual Signatures to 10. Stephon Diggs, Kirk Cousins. Really nice hit if you've got the Vikings tonight. Then we have DJ Chark, red ink to 49 for the Jags. We have a nice acetate insert to 75 for DJ Moore and the Panthers. And then Kyle Lauletta and the Giants, and that is numbered to 15. So those are our 8 encased cards. And of course, we're just going to buzz through these again fairly quickly. That's the Buccaneers. We'll take a little bit longer with that one because that's that nice Saquon Barkley. It's numbered to 225, but you've got the relic and signature there. So nice little hit for the Giants. The Texans, Vikings, Steelers. Oh, yeah, there is a Dak Prescott. I had forgotten about that. There is a Dak Prescott jersey for the Cowboys. I told you I'd probably forget one. Mike Hughes and the Vikings. Bradley Chubb for the Broncos. The Tom Brady, not autographed, but is numbered to 25. Numbered to 25, some dual quarterback relics for the Steelers. That is also obviously not autographed or relic, but also numbered to 25. Did I say relic? Like autographed or has a relic? I don't know what is wrong with me right now. Jalen Samuels to 499 for the Steelers. There's another Jamon Moore in the Packers. Here's Tremaine Edmonds to 25 for the Bills. And that is numbered to 100. Lorenzo Carter and the Giants. Packers again with a relic for Valdez-Scantling. Duke Dawson for the Patriots. Our triple relics for the Redskins. That's the Saints, the Seahawks, the Lions hit with Kerryon Johnson, the Bears, the Broncos one more time. Broncos again, the Falcons with Ito Smith, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jamon Moore again. For the Browns, it is Chubb, Fountain for the Colts, Mark Andrews and the Ravens, Baker Mayfield and the Browns. And the last for the recap and first out tonight was Nyheim Hines for the Colts. So that is our break for tonight. I will put up the spreadsheet information here one final time for anyone who might have missed it. It will show you shipping information. We will also take a look at the list of auctions that are coming up over the next 5 days, the things we're going to be breaking from now through Friday night. So all of that is coming up right now as soon as I can get us on the right page, that is. Okay, so everything that we open tonight, I'm projecting to ship out on Thursday. That's including our free shipping break, which normally ships a little later, but we're going to do our best to get it all out on Thursday this time. And of course, if you hit nothing in one of these breaks, if you got skunked, you are entitled to a consolation card. If you didn't pull a single card, not a base card, not anything, in one of the paid shipping breaks tonight, your consolation card or cards will go out with the rest of the break. If you got skunked in the free shipping break, typically what happens with those is I just hang on to them until the next time you have a package going. And at that point, I would gather up any that you were due and send them all out at once. I do keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period. If you're in that free shipping break and you don't want to wait for your next package and you want that card sent right away, that is not a problem. I can drop it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and head it your way. The only thing is you have to drop me a note in eBay and let me know that's the way you want to do it. Otherwise, it would work as normal and would be held for your next package. So this is what we're breaking in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we're breaking a half case of autographed baseball jerseys, some Archive Signature Series Retired Players Edition, Flawless Collegiate National Treasures Baseball, and Impeccable Basketball. Tuesday night, an autographed baseball bat and a full case of Contenders draft picks. Wednesday night, Leaf Best of Baseball again, Flawless Collegiate, and our 16-box master case of Illusions Football. So twice the Illusions that we opened tonight. Twice the quantity, twice the hits. It'll be an 80-hit break. Crazy. Thursday night, a triple play baseball box, 3 autographed memorabilia items in that one. A half case of Leaf autographed mini football helmets at the back half of a case. Half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys, also the back half of a case, and a full case of Bowman Chrome baseball. Friday night, we'll open a half case of Gold Rush autographed baseball jerseys, the start of a new case. Some Impeccable Football, which comes out on Friday, full case of that. More Archive Signature Series Retired Players, and then we'll open a full case of Topps Gold Label, which also releases on Friday. So that's how things look for the days ahead, and I guess that's got me covered for tonight. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead, and hey, stop by and see me again. I like having the company. Take care now. Bye.